Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Parker. I'm here with Newton, with Silver Tongue Devil and Harvester. Dude, when did you first start playing guitar?
Well, I think I started when I was about 14 or 15, and I was playing a lot of, like, shitty grunge stuff at the time. It was not really, like, I wouldn't say shitty, because, like, you know, I was big into Alice in Chains, big into Soundgarden, all that kind of stuff, but I think it was when I discovered Sabbath that I was like, oh, this is the direction I need to go. Yeah. Because Sabbath was, like, obviously everyone's introduction to metal is usually Sabbath. It's either Sabbath or Metallica, but I've heard Metallica's Enter Sandman, like, 2,300 times in my fucking life, but, you know, now that there's a band that actually had, like, a purpose that actually birthed these bands, and I'm like, well, what the fuck am I doing? Just, like, trying to be some cheap cop-out, so start digging a bit more, and then that's when I kind of discovered extreme metal. Extreme metal was really my introduction to actually wanting to pursue more guitar. I mean, I wouldn't really consider them extreme metal, because, like, my first real introduction to proper metal was Pantera, when I listened to Vulgar Display of Power for the first time. And that album fucking blew my mind. And I was like, why have I never heard of this?
Totally.
And then of course, everyone started, like, Dime. And I literally grew up in the same neighborhood where Dime was at one point. Like, I was literally in Arlington for a big majority of my life. Then moved to Hearst, moved to, now I'm residing in Weatherford, but no, like, that's how my introduction of guitar really started, was, like, just playing old grunge stuff, classic rock, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, a lot of Floyd.
Nice.
A lot of my family was big into Pink Floyd.
Dude, David Gilmour, I think, has some of the tastiest solos.
Oh, without question. I mean, yeah, like, people will be like, oh, but he's not fast. Sometimes you don't need to be. And I love playing fast. I mean, I'll play fast till my fingers bleed, but, like, sometimes you gotta take it slow. And that's why I would approach a more of a Dimebag style play style, because obviously he had his shred, but, like, you know, you listen to Floods, you listen to This Love, you listen to Cemetery Gates. Obviously there's some fast parts in Cemetery Gates, but it's just like, it's not just like, it's like freaking Kerry King ass solos, but, and I love Kerry King to death, but, like,
same.
Like, sometimes you want to take it a different route.
Dude, it's so weird that you said about Kerry King. I kid you not, I literally had a dream about him last night, and I know it sounds kind of gay, but I met him when I was, like, maybe 14 or so, and it was just, like, at a Guitar Center, where, like, you know, you just go up there and you just have him sign something.
Were they on tour?
They were opening for Marilyn Manson, so I didn't go to the show. Like, it was, like, before, you know, I could really go to a lot of shows or whatever, so. But I did see him with Jeff Hanneman, like, the year after, so it made up for that.
There you go.
But my dream, though, was so weird, though, because it was, like, in my dream, I met him, and, you know, we were chill, like, we were just, like, hanging out, but, like, Brittany was there and stuff. It was a good time, but it was just kind of funny, because, like, you know when you have a dream and it feels, like, real? Like, it was one of those dreams where I literally...
All the goddamn time. Yeah. All the goddamn time. It's like, people say it's like lucid dreaming or some shit where you're just like, you know, without question you're there.
Yeah.
But, fucking train. Thought I heard a train coming, but, like...
The train, I was going to say, the way that the mic is, it's not going to pick up.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, lucid dreaming is, like, a big part on not just, like, how I act. It's just, like, lucid dreaming has just been always a thing. Like, you think about it being there, but when you go back, you're just like, what the fuck even was that? Like, you don't know if it was real. You don't know if it was like, you don't know if it was just the big guy upstairs giving you a little tickle on the balls. You don't know what the fuck it was.
Dude, it totally could be. And it's like, you know, there's just so much that we don't understand about life and, you know, like living and stuff. But the things that we do understand is like the things that we believe in and stuff. And
obviously, yeah.
Dude, I was going to ask too, what was your first guitar? What was the first guitar you had?
Epiphone SG Special. I'll never forget that. And it made me unironically fall in love with Gibsons. And I'm a BC Rich and a Jackson player now, but Gibson is close to my heart, being like my favorite guitarist of all time is Tony Iommi besides Dimebag. I mean, I literally have Dimebag Darrell as my tattoo, but if I had to pick my other favorite guitarist is Tony Iommi of Black Sabbath, the guy who literally gave us the path to walk on.
Right. Yeah, dude. I was going to say, as far as guitar players, this is just me just kind of being, you know, I'm going to show my age a little bit. Like, I'm 30, right? And so now I'm seeing these, like, new wave of guitar players rolling in. And I was literally going to say, like, I think my 3 favorite newer players are, I would say, you, Ruger, and Harley. Like, I feel like you guys are so good, and there's probably other
Shout out
players
one
I'm
more
not
person
thinking.
for
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta shout out Isaiah from Accuser. Shout that kid out. He's fucking awesome too.
Isaiah too, yeah, dude. Accuser's
Shout
sick.
him out, yeah.
So it makes me so stoked because, you know, when I'm just like going about my life, I don't know what the future's going to be like. And then, like, you know, if you were to tell me, you know, like 5 years ago, hey, there's going to be like a new wave of players, like, I guess it would make sense, but to see it happen, it makes me really happy. So.
I'm happy to see a lot of other people, like, because, like, a lot of the times metal is almost, at least in DFW, has been forgotten. You either got your country boys, or you got your hardcore kids.
Yeah.
And there's such a lack of metal, and that's why bands like Diavola, that's why bands like the bands I'm in, that's why Accuser, that's why a lot of those bands are, like, getting recognition, because it's just like, hold up, what the fuck? What are these kids doing? This is nothing like anything in Texas. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, yeah. As far as like Texas players, dude, I hear you with the whole Pantera thing. Like, I'm obsessed with Dimebag and Pantera in general. But like it was kind of weird when I first got into Pantera. Like, I think my introduction was Cowboys from Hell, and I don't know why, but it just didn't do it for me. And so it wasn't until I heard Walk that like it made sense. And yeah, ever since, man, I've just been obsessed. His playing is crazy, and especially like I'm always impressed by like the legato that he can do, because, you know, he mixes that in there too. Like,
he mixes that legato with like that pentatonic blues or whatever the fuck he does, and it's just like, it doesn't make sense, but it does.
Yeah.
Like, here is a guy who, like, obviously he started out doing glam stuff, like listen to Eddie Van Halen, listening to Kiss, Judas Priest, and Metallica, because he did love Metallica.
Yeah.
But then you hear shit like the first 3 Pantera records are basically glam records. And I love those records. They're amazing records.
They're amazing.
But then you listen to, as soon as it gets to power metal, the album Power Metal, you're just like, okay, now Dimebag's starting to do something different.
Yeah.
And, like, people were like, who the hell is this guy?
Dude, I was going to say, as far as, like, pre-power metal stuff, I love Projects in the Jungle. Like, there's a bunch of shit up. Sorry, guys. Actually, the train is loud as fuck right now. So that probably is going to pick that up. Yeah, little intermission. For real. I'm gonna check on the battery too while we're at it. Yeah. All right, we're still rolling. Yeah, dude. But good stuff, Newton. Yeah. Another thing I was gonna say is that it was. What'd you think of the last Hell's Heroes?
I was impressed. I mean, Christian got a lot of good bands, a lot of bands that nobody would have thought would have actually fucking came, like Tankard and Bloodfire Death doing obviously a battery set. It's a shame he wasn't able to, it's a shame that Loudness dropped out. A lot of people were upset about that, but, you know, you do what you gotta do, and of course, you get Udo doing a longer set, not just Balls to the Wall, but he actually did more Accept songs, and, like, who the fuck wouldn't ask for more Accept?
Yeah.
Because, like, a lot of people, it's like, because I know some people weren't big into Loudness. I do enjoy Loudness, don't get me wrong.
I like Loudness.
But a lot of people were like, not the thing. But then people were like, oh yeah, Udo's gonna play instead. It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, I was impressed by it. I liked it.
And obviously getting to see Toxic Holocaust again, getting to see Void, Labyrinth, obviously love you guys, Labyrinth. Sorry things didn't work out for you guys. But it was good to see all those bands. It really was.
Yeah, same. It's kind of interesting because just watching that too, like let's say Labyrinth or Void, you know, Void being from Louisiana, but close enough to Texas. Like, it does feel like a win. Oh, and also Steel Bearing Hand, which is like one of my favorite bands of all time.
It was fucking weird to see Steel Bearing Hand.
Did you see him? Did you catch the set?
Yeah, I did. I was like, wait, these guys?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They're like, to me, it was kind of the cherry on top of the whole weekend. So, like, it feels like a win for all of Texas to have like that many like kind of hometown heroes, you know what I mean? And like I said, like I know Void's Louisiana, but even still, it's so close.
Void is basically like they're basically neighbors with Texas, and it's like you want to say like they're from the South, so it's like you get that Southern sort of feel to them.
Yeah. And
you know the Mardi Gras and all that stuff. It gets all infused with that horror element that they did.
For sure. I like it too because it's like, you know, when we're talking about sub-genres, like I've heard them kind of call themselves like vampiric, like thrash, and I'm like, that's cool, man. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like there should be more, maybe not more sub-genres, but at least like categories. Yeah. Like, because sometimes it's hard to kind of describe a style, you know?
Yeah, because there are some times where you listen to a certain style and you're just like, this isn't just like thrash. This isn't just death. Yeah. This isn't just black metal. This isn't just, because that's why people have like, oh, this is technical thrash metal. Oh, this is brutal death metal. Oh, this is melodic black metal. They have all these categories, or not categories, but these subgenres of subgenres, and sometimes you can't even wrap your fucking head around it.
I know. I love it when like somebody that's new gets into metal and they're like, what? That just sounds like a bunch of, this is just metal, right? And it's like, well, it is, but there's like a niche, a caveat.
There's multiple shades of black and there's multiple shades of gray. 50 Shades of Gray, right?
Well, that might be like kind of a cool segue, because as far as like Harvester, how would you sum up y'all sound?
So the idea with Harvester, it's a combination of old school thrash, like specifically like first albums of Metallica and Slayer and Testament, mixed with like Running Wild, Judas Priest, and so it's kind of like a speed thrash kind of vibe that we got going. Nothing too crazy, nothing like this is like how do I say it? It's not just thrash. I mean, it is basically just thrash, but like I call it, the official term I like to say is like, we're no bullshit thrash.
Yeah.
We're not trying to be flashy. We're not trying to be like, oh, look at us, we're technical thrash metal. We could do 100 fucking beats per minute. No,
more like a pure straight ahead.
Straight, like taking it back to 83, 84, 85 kind of sound, which a lot of bands, they do. There's a lot of bands that try to go for that, but also they go for like, like a Rest in Peace sound, or like a Practice What You Preach sound, or like even like something more obscure. They try to go for like a Voivod sound at times.
It almost sounds like you're talking like straight ahead, like Kill 'Em All era.
Kill 'Em All, Show No Mercy. Got to throw Ride the Lightning in there too, obviously. Totally. The Legacy. And obviously there's the influences of like the classic heavy metal, like Priest and Running Wild, because like me and Shelby, my drummer, we're massive Judas Priest and massive Running Wild fans. Like old school power metal too, like Omen and Riot and Sanctuary, a lot of Sanctuary. Yeah. Big into those bands.
Well, let me ask you this. What's your favorite Priest album? Because I'm like, dude, a massive Priest fan. Is it too hard to, like, you could even name a couple.
I'm going to go on a wild one and say Stained Class.
Oh, dude. High five me. I was going to say, I love that because, like, Stained Class, I feel like it's kind of underrated. Like,
criminally underrated.
Yeah, the solos are so good on that. That whole record's amazing. Exciter.
Don't forget, because Exciter, Sinner, fucking, a lot of those albums. And if I had to pick another one, Sad Wings of Destiny.
Sad Wings is great.
I mean, I love the 80s. I love Screaming for Vengeance. I love Defenders of the Faith. Painkillers, obviously one of the greatest heavy metal records of all time. But it's like, it's something about those 70s Priest records that makes you like, oh yeah.
I love the song Stained Class. Like, even the song is like, that's.
Oh yeah, without question. Yeah. And it's like, and people be like, oh, who is more important to heavy metal, Judas Priest or Sabbath? Sabbath will still be the most important band to heavy metal, but Judas Priest was just as important. Not as important as Sabbath, because they weren't like inventors of it, but they were the first band to really embrace the whole term heavy metal.
To me, they wrote the book. Like, they still kind of paved this whole path that, I mean, think about it too, like, dude, when Pantera came around, it's like they had Painkiller to like stand up against the next wave of metal bands. Like, it's very rare you see a band that can actually like go head to toe with.
Not to mention, they were the first metal-ish band to embrace dual leads. No other guitar, like with Black Sabbath, there were limitations because
I'm gonna correct you a little bit on that, Noonan, only because I'm a massive Thin Lizzy fan. Thin Lizzy also did that.
Thin Lizzy, yeah, true. Don't get me wrong,
but it's probably those two.
Yeah, Thin Lizzy and Black Sabbath, Thin Lizzy and Priest. They were the first bands to really embrace the dual leads. Yeah. Because obviously you had Jailbreak, and you had the stuff from like Rock'n'Rolla. Yeah. Which was very much like, this is not regular Sabbath stuff. And obviously Sabbath was doing well with Sabotage and Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, which are two massive albums for them. Yeah. Arguably their best in the 70s.
Newton, is there anything else you want to talk about? Do you want to give like a shout out to anything going on? Does anybody need to like know as far as like some plans that you got like for the near future or something? Or?
Well, Harvester has a gig June 9th at Haltom City, opening up for Anvil. We got our buddies Diavola, good friends of ours. In the summertime, STD is going to be releasing their next record. It's going to be killer. We got some new songs, some really, really insane shit. Got some guest appearances that you'll see soon. Harvester, we're going to try and probably get something done in terms of releasing music sometime in the fall.
Okay.
I don't know when, but it will be coming. And yeah,
Sick.
shout out SCD, shout out Craig Meinhardt, obviously shout him out.
SCD fucking rules.
And yeah, shout out to our friends Diavola too. Shout out to them. Love you guys.
Hell yeah. All right, well, let's go and catch the rest of Gammacide, bro.
Hell yeah, let's do this shit, man.
Dude, great interview.
Sick.